Well, good afternoon. I'm Bill McEnteer, and this is my version of how the Santa Monica Rugby Football Club was formed back in 1972. I'd started playing rugby at UCLA in 1966, and after graduating from college, played a little bit with Eagle Rock for a season, and then a couple of seasons with Cisco's. And Cisco's had a lot of USC people playing for them. So we were going to Monterey in 1972, and as luck would have it, I managed to dislocate my wrist in the first game of the day. Go to the hospital, they put a big old cast on it, handed me a bottle of Percocet, and sent me back to the field. So that evening, the boys sitting around in the motel room kind of thinking of something to do and talking, and everybody was kind of looking at me kind of funny because I was a LA County Deputy Probation Officer at the time. And I said, well, I had something here that might liven up the party. So that green stuff that is now legal. So that got the party going a bit. And during the evening, Fred Cassisian, who was playing flanker for the Cisco's team, came up to me and said that, McEnteer, you know all these UCLA backs. We need some more backs on this team. And I said, okay, well, let's see what we can do. Because a couple years prior to this, I had formed, at the request of Dennis Storr, a UCLA rugby alumni group, and we actually had a game against the UCLA second team back in 1970. But at the same time, Bobby Thrussell contacted me and said that the Santa Monica Soccer and Social Club had money, and they wanted to have a rugby team. And so he said, you might want to help out on this. And I said, sure. So first thing we did, of course, is select a coach. So we asked Ron Nesbitt, who immediately said yes, he'd love to do that. So the three of us went out looking for players. And I had this list of the UCLA folks, and that had all played back in the late 60s and early 70s, and they were playing for different teams. Like Vic Lepisto and Dennis Murphy were playing out in the Valley, and guys were spread all over Southern California. So our philosophy had been, so you weren't going to go and try to get a bunch of club team players from the already established clubs, that we would be looking for the college guys, Stanford, Cal, UCLA, USC. And so we did. And that summer at the Santa Monica Highland Games, we had the first Santa Monica rugby team played in the Highland Games. That's how it started. I then moved to Aspen, Colorado, and left Southern California for quite a few years. That's my story, and I hope you enjoy it.